Let's begin with some breaking news coming in. The Congress has dragged Narendra Modi to the Election Commission and demanded an FIR against him. The Congress claims that Narendra Modi's speech and display of election symbol violates Section 126 of the Representation of People's Act. Those are the pictures that came in earlier when Narendra Modi was speaking to reporters after he cast his vote and holding on to that election symbol in his hand. Ashar is joining us. Ashar, what exactly is the Congress party demanding?
Well, the Congress party is demanding that an FIR be registered against the BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi, because today, when polling was going on, after casting his vote, in his soundbite to reporters, he showed the election symbol also. The Congress says that this is in violation of the Representation of People's Act, and they have already sent in a complaint to the Election Commission. We've seen that in the last couple of weeks, the Congress has been reaching out to the Election Commission, demanding action be taken against violations which feels have been done by the BJP. And this is one more which is coming in a series of these violations which the Congress deals.
Okay, Ashar, we'll come back to you. GVL Narasimha Rao, the BJP, is also here with us in the studio. Mr. Rao, what could be more emphatic than holding on to the lotus symbol on your finger? It's a clear messaging that is being done, which is what the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party are saying. How can the BJP say that this was just another statement that he was making?
You see, in a multi-phase election, this is unavoidable. You cannot shut television for 48 hours. I think the only way you can ensure electronic messages don't reach people is to shut television in all states going to polls, which is neither technically possible nor is desirable. But you see, Congress party has objection to his speaking to the press. That was one objection they had raised. On today itself, you had Mayawati addressing media. You had Farooq Abdullah addressing media.
Let me just come in here, Mr. Rao. They said everybody is addressing the press, all the leaders who are going to the polls. They are objecting to that symbol, the lotus being there on his finger. That's what they're objecting to.
Let them object. So, but what I am saying is, in a multi-phase election, you cannot, he's not urged people to vote for the BJP today. There is no direct request for people to vote for BJP.
He's holding that he's holding that emblem and saying vote for change.
The problem is mainly on account of a multi-phased election. They had problems even on the day he filed his nomination, as if the candidates are barred from filing nominations on the day of polling. So I think if the Election Commission wants to modify or alter some guidelines for future, that is for the future to be considered.
Let me ask that question to Pranav Jha. Priyanka Gandhi is going all over Amethi and holding these, her road show and urging people to vote for the Congress party. That's also happening on election day. It's pretty much the same.
Mahrukh, there's a difference. See,
what is the difference?
The first thing is that I'll take up from Mr. Rao's statement saying, I would have given him the benefit of doubt had he been in the habit of addressing press on the road and speaking impromptu.
Yes, he is. He did that in Varanasi as well.
But
he's done that in several previous occasions.
After polling,
Mayawati never addresses anybody. Miss Mayawati never speaks to the media extempore. Today she spoke. You can't hold it against her.
But Mayawati has not spoken, come and vote for BSP. She's not done that.
She's openly said this. She's openly said. I have heard all her conference. She was attacking Mr. Baba Ramdev. She called him a Yadav. She was trying to urge people to unify against all other parties and vote for the BSP today. She said that today.
Today her statement was that people should come from all walks of life and vote in large numbers.
Okay, we'll try and get out Mayawati's soundbite as well. Professor Shiv Vishwanathan.
See, I think we're going to be a bit careful here that it doesn't become an act of nitpicking. I think all these politicians are in an excessively symbolic domain. Yes, Modi did a bit of subliminal advertising holding that lotus. But I think to a certain extent, if I were to wear a broom, I'd be doing the same thing. I think we've got to be a bit careful here. The Election Commission has to modify these rules. Because you're living within a kind of symbolic domain where everything is an act of mass communication. I think even unconscious acts become criminal. One has to be careful here. And I think it needs a bit of generosity.
Pranav Jha, is the Congress party nitpicking?
No, it's not.
Trying to find any fault wherever. I mean, Rahul Gandhi today will go in a rally and perhaps might be wearing, a scarf which has the hand of the Congress party. Is that also going to be looked at as a violation? No, I'm asking you a simple question.
When one goes to attend a rally, when one goes to address a rally, it's different. Once you have come out of polling booth, you voted and you address the media, then it is different.
Are there specific guidelines for this?
Yes.
How have you come to this conclusion? Are there specific guidelines?
It affects voting. It is done for the purpose of affecting the voters. That is the complaint.
That might be your perception. Are there specific guidelines by the Election Commission? Has it been said in black and white?
Yes, it is that you are not supposed to canvass right before 48 hours of the polling, when the polling is begun.
Nalini Singh.
Maruf, these rules were made well before the electronic media took over the entire country.
Absolutely.
Before the social media took over the entire country. I think that if we believe what the Congress spokesperson is saying, then I have seen Mr. Modi wearing this lotus, as well as Rahul Gandhi wearing a high hands, etc., a scarf, on the days of poll when they are addressing the rallies in other parts of the country.